In the heart of a dark, spooky town, there lived a little boy named Billy. Billy was a brave boy, but he was also a bit curious. One day, Billy was playing in his backyard when he saw a strange light coming from the old, abandoned house on the hill. Billy had always been told to stay away from that house, but he couldn't resist the curiosity. He crept up the hill, his heart pounding in his chest. As Billy got closer to the house, he could hear strange noises coming from inside. There was a creaking sound, like old floorboards groaning, and a whispering sound, like voices in the wind. Billy's heart was pounding even louder, but he couldn't turn back now. He had to find out what was going on inside that spooky house. Billy tiptoed to the front door and pushed it open. The door creaked open slowly, making Billy's heart skip a beat. He stepped inside, and the door slammed shut behind him. Billy found himself in a dark, dusty hallway. The only light was coming from a small crack in the boarded-up window at the end of the hallway. Billy took a deep breath and started walking down the hallway. The floorboards groaned under his weight, and the whispering voices seemed to get louder. Billy was starting to feel scared, but he pushed on. He wanted to find out what was going on in this creepy house. As Billy got closer to the window, he saw something out of the corner of his eye. It was a figure standing in the shadows. The figure was tall and thin, with long, bony arms and legs. It had glowing red eyes and a wicked smile. Billy froze in terror. He couldn't believe his eyes. He was looking at a ghost. The ghost floated towards Billy, its eyes glowing brighter and brighter. Billy's heart was pounding in his chest, and he felt like he was going to faint. The ghost reached out with its long, bony fingers, and Billy screamed. He turned and ran down the hallway, but the ghost was right behind him. Billy could hear its footsteps echoing through the house, and he could feel its icy breath on his neck. Billy ran into a room and slammed the door shut. He held his breath and listened, but he could still hear the ghost shuffling around outside the door. Billy was trapped. He didn't know what to do. Suddenly, the door started to shake. Billy could hear the ghost trying to get in. He pressed his back against the door, but it was starting to give way. The ghost was getting stronger. Billy's heart was pounding in his chest, and he felt like he was going to be sick. He closed his eyes and waited for the end. Just when Billy thought all hope was lost, he heard a loud crash. The ghost had broken down the door. Billy opened his eyes, and the last thing he saw was the ghost's glowing red eyes before it lunged at him. Billy screamed as the ghost grabbed him and lifted him off the ground. The ghost's icy grip was like a vice, and Billy couldn't breathe. He felt like he was being lifted higher and higher until he was out of sight. Billy never saw the light of day again. He was lost forever in the haunted house on the hill, trapped in the clutches of the evil ghost. And so, the legend of the haunted house grew, and children were warned never to go near it, for they knew that if they did, the ghost would get them too.